Hello, everybody. Digital Stiffs coming at you from the now empty walk-in refrigerator at the VGL Club because the party has moved on somewhere else. So they used to have a lot of cold drinks. They don't have to have any now. I don't even know how they're keeping the lights on. Um, Same thing with the kitchen here. It's staying clean um, because it's not being used. Dance floor is quiet. I don't think that should be quiet. Oh, no. Here we go. Well, it's still quiet with the music up. I thought there'd be music on by default, but all right. So we're all set up for a great party here, but nobody's here. Of course, I'm actually doing this in a private instance of the world, but there was exactly 0 people using Club VGL and 0 other instances available. And the reason I'm highlighting this is not to pick on Club VGL, but to point out something unique about VR and something that's experienced in VRChat particularly, probably in other social VR things. Okay, I can't even see my, let's see, okay. As far as I know, there we go, okay. Couldn't tell if my lips were moving. All right, so anyways, I'm here because, I've heard a lot of people complain about the new look to the Void Club. The Void Club is another place that's been completely transformed. Club VGL has also had some significant changes since it was hopping. So it's gotten a lot more eye candy. I have to turn the bloom effects off. I don't know if that's just an index thing or across the board thing, but the bloom effects are just over the top gaudy. But anyways, but people also I happen to like the changes to the Void Club. I think the Void Club is definitely much better than it has been. But here's the difference between the people complaining about the Void Club and then me complaining, or not complaining, but expressing disappointment or disinterest. Sometimes complaining, but in general, just not happy with changes. So why the differences of opinion and what's this all about? Well, I've actually had more fun experiences here in Club VGL than I've had personally in the Void Club. For other people, the opposite of that is true. But for myself, I've rarely encountered the Void Club with anybody doing anything but hanging out in front of the mirror in the back room. On a few occasions, actually dancing on the dance floor and stuff like that. But I mean, I have had some good times there, but for me in general, the Void Club was always kind of just another mirror world where coming in here, ironically enough, was either dead or it was hopping. And I think what helped this world out is just how expansive it is. So there would be people down here at the bar area, joking, having a good time, doing bar things. There's the props here and now they've added more because it was popular, but you got your lighters, and you find the hairspray in the bathroom, and you can light it with the lighter. You can light. So anyways, you can do stuff like that. There was secret code to open up the security room, to then turn around and open up another room. So there's little things like that, encouraging people to come around. Dance floor is sometimes used, but the world doesn't have a video player, so it's just playing some of the preset music, and so that was kind of wasn't the best place for dancing, but I've done some dancing here. It has worked. So just another place people would migrate to. Then of course you come in on the elevators here, and many times there'd be a lot of conversations and goofing off going on here at the elevators. And then we'll venture around. Of course, here are the restrooms. I think they've remodeled them substantially, but okay, so see this one that's broke down. This is where, well, now it really doesn't let you through, but used to, that's where there was a toolbox in there, and behind that toolbox was the code to the security guard, so that may not be there anymore. All right. And of course, you got mirrors in the bathroom. In case you're not having enough mirror simulators, they've got them in the bathrooms too, which is a good place. Anyways, I think this is all greatly enhanced from what it was before. And then we'll head all the way upstairs. I mean to get so close to my camera. Hello, camera. Okay, I'm apparently in a bad spot in my play space. All right, geez, I'm broken. What the? All right, well, I didn't want to go all the way up in one trip anyways. Okay, so now we're back up to the main level. Let's head upstairs. And, a little dark corner over here. I remember really everybody displaying their avatars with their different, what's the word I'm looking for? The glowing effects, kind of like what I got going on right now. This is a great place to hang out and demonstrate those. Why are the terminology of avatars skipping on? Okay. Anyways, another place, conversate. Beer pong. I personally wasn't ever here with the beer pong being super active, but it's there. All right. Then over here was the room that the code would get you into. And I don't know why I'm getting stopped there. It's good grief. What is going on? I'm having... Okay, so anyways, I've got to do something about my play space issues. Okay, so there is still a code, but I don't know where the code is now. But anyways, in that room is where I had my first lap dance. And lap dance in VR. Wasn't looking for it. It came to me. But it was entertaining. It was also... And these times I'm talking about for Club VGL, this was public instances. This is dropping in on Publix, and now granted, some of it was enhanced by friends joining on me and me joining on other friends, and so there was some friends elements involved, of course, but for the most part, it was public, and it was just a blending of different groups. And right here is where the entrance for the full body tracking heaven, FBT heaven, used to be, and that was yet another big area of activity in this world. That has now been spun off into its own world, and that world actually does get a fair amount of traffic by itself, but there's no longer even a portal to that world here in this world. So that was the main happening place of this whole world, and by being connected to the rest of it, it allowed for things to happen that it helped enhance this whole experience. And now there's really just nothing here to trigger that. There's not the crowds. It's not a go-to place anymore. And so they enhanced the world, but I guess to make that work, I don't know why they had I understand making the FBT Heaven a separate world as an option, but that they spun it off completely and no longer have it connected is interesting, and that may have been necessary to allow for all this extra eye candy that they added on their last updates, because I can't point it all out now, but this is dramatically different from these times I was talking about. The general layout is still here. That's why I could point out where things happen, but the whole world looks dramatically different. Largely just changes in the, for the most part, just eye candy, but also different assets were used to replace tables and stuff. So again, I can't, the change of the look, it was abrasive to me like the first time I saw it, but that's not, the layout now is still bringing back the memories of this world. So that would be okay, except for that party's kind of left the building. It's over with. It's not going to happen here in this world. And the Void Club's been even changed more drastically than that. And where I'm getting at with this is that is something about VR that's pretty amazing. Like your memories inside VR are being formed as if you were there. They're present. They're actual experiences. Your brain sees them as actual experiences, especially while you're immersed. I mean, maybe on a shorter experience, you jump in, you never really detach from the fact that you're in VR. Perhaps those could be game memories, but if you're in here with so many people for hours at a time and you're just fully engaged and having a good time, the hanging out in here was not, oh, I'm playing VRChat, it's so much fun. You really get immersed and lost, and you're hanging out. You're present with the people you're with. The memories you're forming are actually real. But unlike reality, in VR, these worlds can be changed drastically in an update. And so many of these places that have actually been memories formed and stuff that people enjoy to go back to once in a while, some of them are just no longer there because they've been updated to the point that they're completely new experiences, or they weren't updated and they've not been compatible with the new update at some point and no longer exist. And so another place where people really, I hear a lot of comments about missing it is the old hubs. I hear more people, and I could relate to more people that missed the hub prior to the current crossplay hub. But some people were familiar with VRChat from even earlier on the hub before that, which I never saw. I came in on the hub just before the crossplay hub. But I didn't really, I mean, I'd been in that hub a few times, played around and stuff, but I never really had the solid memory forming experiences there. So this world happens to be one of my best experiences for publics. And then my actual public experiences in the hubs have not really been so much meaningful, but I've had more time spent in the current hub. But it's not, I don't think I'm going to be like broken if it gets replaced. It's experiences that could travel, but in this place, it was actual experiences, social things, just epic nights of fun on more than one occasion. I mean, like one instance here could be going for the whole night and the crowd could be lively and stuff be happening. It was really incredible, and it's hard to duplicate that elsewhere. Now, the place my current favorite club world is the Just Be Club, I think. And is that even the right name of the club? Let me see. Yeah, Just Be Club. I really like the way that one's laid out. And again, maybe it's because it was introduced, joined on a good friend, happened to be there, and the whole place was hopping that night. And maybe that just set it forever in a good spot in my mind. But so that's another place where already memories have been formed, and that's where I could go to try to, that's where I would go to try to have a night like I had here, like I was used to from here. So, but what's the point of this? It's just pointing out again how significant virtual reality can actually be. And this also plays back into the fact that I cover a lot of technology and I cover it for VRChat. This was all made possible. These memories that are formed, this deep enjoyment of a place and connection to a place to the point of being upset when something changes, that's all because of comfort and immersion in VR. And the majority of these people that feel this way, they're using full body tracking, they're using a comfortable PC VR headset. Very few are on the Quest, and most of them were in VR even probably prior to the Quest being there, PC or otherwise. And that's just how important these things actually are. You can't simply just give talking points and counter narratives and have people appreciate it. But the people who are in the know, who've already been enjoying this game, they know exactly what I'm talking about. And when it comes to us recommending VR, that's what we want to recommend, is something that's going to allow somebody to share that experience. So unfortunately right now, there's not a solid budget option that does that, but it is worthwhile. And to the point that, are you just wanting to play games? Because then any device will do, but does it sound awesome to have real experiences and presence and form memories and have friendships that are as quality and as real as in real life friendships that are formed so well that if you do get a chance to meet in real life, it's like you've known them forever. That's what is all possible in VR, and that is really the result of comfortable, immersive VR experiences that you can enjoy for hours. Again, a lot of people have full body tracking once they're in this game for a while. That takes it to another level, but that's not absolutely critically essential. I mean, one of my first friends in the game is on a CV1, same thing I started with. she still uses her CV1 and she doesn't have full body tracking. She's still on a budget and still very much enjoying the game as much as ever. So, but that's a comfortable headset out of the box with intuitive controllers, great tracking, great audio. She can wear it for hours. That's why, that's, if you're on a budget needing a headset that's good for VRChat, minus the fact that you have to still deal with Facebook for that headset now, that's a great one out of the box that's actually ready to deliver the majority of what is being overlooked by some of these other headsets. But I really didn't do this to be a tech video. It's just kind of a hybrid. Like, this is just a highlight of how meaningful VR can be, and that's why it's important to do it right, but also be aware that it's cool because, I'm pointing this out as a place where I can still come here because this world is the same basic layout. If I want to reminisce, I can come here and reminisce. But for me, it's not really, it's a little different because that's probably not going to happen again. I mean, if I was more active in VRChat and wanted it to happen again, I could probably make it happen that way. But as far as just a public that's going to be hopping and that's not going to really happen again like that. People have moved on and they've taken away a big part of the world. But there's a lot of other worlds also that haven't disappeared, and it's pretty remarkable to go back and how vividly memories come back. It's just like visiting a special place from your childhood, or that you went on an important, a meaningful date with, or proposed, whatever. You can come into VRChat, and if you've had those meaningful experiences in VRChat, going back to the world where it took place can also bring back memories. I've had a lot of awesome conversation and time spent in the treehouse in the shade. And when I go back there to make a video or whatever else, anytime I'm back there, the feeling of those nights and those experiences comes back, and it's a good, positive feeling. It's a happy place. So that's the power of VR, and that's why it's important, and that's the extra value of getting it right and having comfort and immersion given their proper value in your decisions, if at all possible. Well, thank you for watching. Sorry about that cough there. And another one. Wasn't prepared. I do these on one take if I can, so I wasn't prepared for that. But again, thank you for watching. If you like this, please subscribe. If you have a comment to share on your own favorite place in VRChat, please let me know. I don't know how to cough to, geez, it's just like a scratch in the throat. I'm not sure. I haven't been sick. But anyways, thank you for watching. If you like this, please subscribe. I would love to be streaming some happening fun stuff here, but my internet currently won't allow it. So I'm just slowly and surely kind of keep the channel alive and share what I can when I do. So I hope this was enjoyable. And again, appreciate you. Have a good day.